And next tonight, we keep hearing more about the role of fatigue and zoning out in that deadly train derailment right here in New York. So we wanted to know more about the issue of sleeping with your eyes wide open when you're behind the wheel of a car. Can it really happen? Here's ABC's Ron Claiborne.
The investigation into this week's deadly train derailment now focusing on this man, William Rockefeller, the train's engineer. Sources telling ABC News Rockefeller admitted to dozing off right before the crash at 82 miles an hour.
It was a shock to him. You know, he was stunned. He caught himself, but he caught himself too late.
But his lawyer says Rockefeller felt well rested earlier that morning and that he had succumbed not to sleep, but to something called highway hypnosis, a kind of trance-like state usually associated with the boredom of long-distance driving.
People that often tell you that they have been hypnotized by the highway are in fact very, very sleepy.
Fatigue is a factor in many transportation accidents. The Colgan air disaster outside Buffalo in 2009, blamed on pilot fatigue. And on the roads, experts estimate as many as 250,000 drivers nod off every day. Look at this woman caught on tape, seemingly fast asleep. Many victims of something called microsleep, episodes of sleep as brief as a few seconds. Your eyes can be open, but your brain is asleep.
Microsleep is a very brief transition from wakefulness to sleep, and it can last up to maybe 20 or 30 seconds.
Tuesday night, I found out firsthand when investigating the effect of sleep deprivation on driving. Staying awake for 30 hours and then getting wired up and behind the wheel on a test track. I thought I'd done okay, but my brain scan showed that I had dozed off 22 times without realizing it. Those jagged lines signaling sleep.
You had dozens of times where your eyes began rolling around in their sockets.
And the question that investigators are trying to answer now, did sleep, a lack of sleep, play a role for William Rockefeller too? They are looking at fatigue as a possible factor. But again, his lawyer insists he felt fine, well rested, when he reported for work at 5 o'clock that Sunday morning. And keep in mind, he made 9 stops with no problem, Diane, before that deadly crash.
But I want to go back to what happened to you, because more than 20 times your brainwaves show you were asleep and you didn't know it.
I did not remember any of those times. And I was asleep for a second or two.
All right.
It can happen.
Real cautionary tale for everybody driving. Thank you so much, Ron.